Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's Jay Spears 15. Joining me today, the man, the legend, the myth, Cole Runco.
That is let's see if I can get in here. There we
There we
go.
go. How's it
Man, the myth,
going,
the
legend?
legend. Oh,
Yep.
not a legend, no. But I appreciate it.
Oh
No, I'm
yeah,
doing good,
absolutely.
man. Just getting stuff ready for my wedding in November, so
And
that's keeping me
congratulations to
busy.
you.
Yeah. We did we did engagement photos yesterday, so that's why I got my spiffy hair going.
There you
So
go.
yeah. But
Looking like a boss man right there for
I'm
sure.
trying, I'm trying. Gotta look nice, so
Well, we missed you the past few episodes, but we're glad to have you back on the
yeah,
show.
thanks for
Definitely.
having me. Just had some stuff come up, and unfortunately wasn't able to join you for that fourth episode. But glad I can join you now because I think this was even a better episode than the fourth. So
Oh yeah, by far.
yeah, so
Definitely. So let's just do a little recap here. So we talked in the first episode about how they're setting up their character plots. What have you noticed so far and leading up to these episodes? Like what is the biggest shockers to you, as well as the plot schemes now? Like, was it thought? Did you think it
yeah,
was going to be what you thought it would be, or what was your opinion towards it?
yeah. I mean, it's for the most part, it's kind of gone the way I thought. I didn't
Mhm.
expect. Well, let me go with where I it hasn't or where I thought it was going. Whenever we
Mhm.
talked episode one, we discussed about kind of the racial barrier and how
Mhm.
like maybe Sam doesn't feel like he's like even able to even be Captain America because he's black and
Mhm.
that coming to episode five, that's like right nail on the head. I was like, yeah, I thought
Mhm.
that's the direction they were going, and I'm really glad they did because
Yeah.
it's especially with today's political environment, it's nice for especially a company like Disney to kind of step out of their comfort zone and
Mhm.
and kind of represent that. So but with Sam, you know what I mean? You all season long, you're like, man, would you just grab that shield and then
Yes.
John Walker's character, I don't remember the actor's name. It's irrelevant because I think he's an annoying character,
Everybody was
especially
giving memes for it.
especially yeah, especially pre like Super Soldier Serum. You're like, dude, what are you doing, man? I just I didn't it didn't really rub me the right way. But I guess that's the point. You're not really
Yeah.
supposed to like him.
Hmm.
But seeing him, you got to see him in action, before he got the soldier serum and then after he got it, and
Yeah.
the guy's just mentally unstable.
Hmm.
That the previous episode 4, when John Walker at the very end when he's got the serum and he chases that guy down after that flag smasher kill his friend or partner,
Yeah.
he just lost it. And he
Hmm.
picked the shield up, and it was very reminiscent of like Civil War when Captain America was above Iron Man and was about
Exactly.
to take the shield, and but that's the difference between Steve Rogers and John Walker. You know what I mean?
I can
John
agree with that.
Walker John Walker crossed the line and did killed the guy, like, and that was
Hmm.
brutal, dude. That's
Yeah, it
some
was.
that was one of the more brutal things I've seen in the MCU for sure, and it took me by so. I thought they were just gonna like he was gonna come down and they were gonna cut it out, or just it goes black and then goes to credits. But the fact that they like, man, it was very brutal, very brutal. So
With the blood on the shield, and now it's like the
yeah,
tainted legend of Captain America. Even though, like in the first Avengers, what I noticed, it's like the I forgot the name of the scientist. What was his name again? I forget his
Zemo.
name. Not Zemo.
Oh, from the
The
first
good.
one.
Yeah, the
Oh,
first one. I was trying to remember his name.
man, I can't remember off the top of
Oh,
my
that's
head.
okay. That's
Yeah,
okay though. But he was saying to Captain Rogers, I saw memes for it. Oh, and just a little backtrack. The meme that would made the Captain America now, they were using the meme up of the face, and that cracked me up so hard.
yeah,
Just a little fun side note before we get serious, but just a
yeah.
fun side note. He looked like the character from Up, the grandpa dude. I was
Yeah,
dying
the big
laughing,
O
but
chin. Yeah, it was
it
funny.
was funny. But I know I really do like the like when the in the first Avenger, the scientist says, I'm not looking for a perfect universal soldier. I'm looking for a good man."
Yeah,
Something along those quotes there. I'm not
yeah,
going to try and replicate it because that scene was very powerful in that movie there when he
yeah,
was telling Steve, "Hey, I'm choosing you because you are a good man." It
yeah.
was like trying to
Powers or
pick.
not, yeah, you're not gonna
Yeah,
change who you are. Yeah,
exactly. And when I noticed when he took the serum and after, there was a big difference. Is like he, like in those quotes that I saw online and the memes and everything, was like he was trying to be the perfect soldier, not being the perfect man. And I think
Yeah.
his friend kind of helped him balance his,
Yeah.
dark side. When he's killed, then there's no way to keep him balanced. Even when,
Yeah.
and also Sam, he didn't hesitate to tell Zemo, which I will admit Zemo was great. Not gonna lie, he had a
Don't know where
great
he's
role.
at. Don't know where he's at. Or
Hopefully they
what
can
his
bring him in.
yeah.
Yep.
So
And I liked how Sam said, I would not take the serum even if I was given the choice. He does not
yeah.
want to, he does not want
No.
that super soldier serum. And I
No.
was like, I respect that. He's actually doing it naturally. Like it was the
Yeah.
Wakandas who beat the new Captain America, John Walker,
Yeah.
just by not being superhuman. I was like,
Yeah.
bravo, Wakandans. You guys are amazing.
Dude.
And deep
Yeah.
respect for those ladies. I love it. I love
The
it.
female Wakandan warriors.
Don't mess with them.
They have a name. I'm again drawing a blank, but yeah, they're
no,
nuts. They're strong, especially in
oh,
numbers. So
oh yeah.
yeah.
You don't know where they are. That's
Yeah.
that's the scary thing. They're like the Black Panther. They're very
Yeah.
sneaky and they're very tactical and
Yep.
strategical. You just don't know when they're going to come and
Yeah.
take you out. Like that's what I loved when they fought John Walker. They just completely destroyed him. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but
Dismantled him. Yeah.
they're like the Amazons of Marvel. From if you compare DC and Marvel,
Oh
they
yeah.
are the
For
Amazons of
sure.
Marvel.
Yeah.
That's the great part about it.
Yeah. But I kind of get back to what we were talking about as far as what
Yeah.
I expected and what I didn't expect. I kind of hit on it a second ago. A second ago was just kind of the brutality of. I didn't expect Marvel or even Disney, because it's a Disney company, to
Yeah.
even like. I don't know, man. Maybe it resonated with me more than other people, but like when that scene ended the fourth episode with this, that was unexpected. That I didn't
I loved
expect.
it. Yeah. It was
I also didn't expect it to be this quick of a turnaround with John Walker being Captain. I thought maybe he was going to be alongside them, and it was just going to be a character you didn't really like, but you kind of had to accept that was going to be around. And then maybe they went in this U.S. agent, which we can get into that in a bit, but this U.S. agent route down the road, maybe in the next season or two. But for those of y'all that haven't or that have seen the show, there is a post-credit scene, and kind of to tap on the U.S. agent thing. But basically, the episode ends. They're setting up for the final battle with the Flag Smashers in New York, and poor New York, man. Sorry, side note. Poor New York in the MCU is always getting destroyed.
It's the target of everything, it feels like.
But anyways,
just from a New Yorker's perspective, I feel really bad. Just from my perspective.
I wasn't even thinking about that. That's insensitive of me. I didn't even think about that.
It's okay. I feel the pain of where you're coming from. It's poor New York, and I will say, from a New Yorker, I am saddened. But you know what? Those New Yorkers are New York tough, just like Texans. They are Texas strong. So I can respect that
for sure. But anyways, the post-credit scene shows after John Walker's basically been court-martialed, and there wasn't a status of his discharge. He was just discharged, basically, because they were like, we could give you he was dishonorably discharged because he had no benefits, he had no rank, anything, once he was taken to court, military court, or wherever they were at. But anyways, he the post-credit scene, it shows him what looks like he's building his own shield, and he's got like the Medal of Honor that he's welding onto the shield, and he's kind of making his own persona. And for those that haven't ever read the comics or know much about John Walker and his character arc as Captain America, and then further down the road, he ends up becoming a superhero called U.S. Agent, which is kind of like an anti-hero. He's just like, he's Captain America with like no moral compass. Yeah. Like
I never heard of it.
He wants to do the right thing, and he wants to beat the bad guys, but he doesn't have that stop. When morality kicks in, he does what, it's kind of like Punisher. You know what I mean? He does the right thing, but not the right way, and he does it the way he thinks needs to be done. But so that's super exciting, and that kind of kicks off to like, we're gonna have this Flag Smasher, U.S. Agent, Sam Wilson, Winter Soldier clash. I mean, I feel like the next episode is gonna be like 2 hours long.
Oh, I
Like
think
that's how
so too.
much. That's like. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be that long, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a little bit over an hour because this last episode was right at an hour.
Yeah.
So, uh, yeah, man, I don't know. I'm pretty excited. I am. This show exceeded my expectations for sure. Even at this point,
Mhm.
like we haven't even seen the finale yet, but from where the show started, it wasn't, it was, I was like, okay, let's see what they're doing. It's kind of cool. But
Yeah,
between,
absolutely.
with the last two episodes, I've been taken away, and there's so many characters that are like unaccounted for. And yeah, like I mean, the blonde girl that's over in that uh I can't
Oh
think of her
yeah,
name.
it's
Not
Sarah
Sally, Sally.
Carter. Yeah, Sarah Carter.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Like what's
Peggy
her
Carter's
dealing, and
niece.
and I don't know if you noticed this, but
Hmm.
you remember when she was on the phone?
Hmm.
She was talking in French,
Yep.
which is George St. Pierre's character who's teaming up with the Flag Smashers. So is she working for them? Like it's I don't know, man. Like
I think she's a double agent, maybe, or she's like
maybe,
that rogue agent who just
or
wants to
maybe,
do
yeah,
whatever she
or
wants. That's what I was guessing.
just trying to stay alive, you know what I mean?
Yep.
After the events of Civil War, she already said that she's been in hiding, and she can't go back because they'll lock her in a cell. So,
Yeah.
but so yeah, now that we have kind of have these characters figuring out where they're like Zemo,
He was awesome.
they're supposedly taking him to the raft, but it's
Hmm.
Zemo and he's very slippery and slimy, and I don't know, man. I don't know where this is gonna go, but I'm really excited, and I'm super impressed with where I mean, this whole last episode, which is
Hmm.
named The Truth, you find out like the backstory of uh
Hmm.
Isaiah, the older black man that was
Hmm.
like given the serum back in like Captain America or Steve Rogers days, and you kind of
Hmm.
get his backstory, and then you kind of see this bromance kind of form between
Yep.
Sam and
Exactly.
Bucky, and it's just a lot of stuff coming together at once, and it's just a really well written episode.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So yeah, sorry, I went
No,
on
no,
my
you're
little
good.
rant there, but yeah,
Oh, absolutely. No, when I did like that scene, that was probably one of the most powerful scenes between Sam and Isaiah. The differences was like you said, he goes to jail for saving his unit, but then Cab doesn't go to jail for saving all those men in World War II, and his was the Vietnam War. And it's like, wow, there's like a double-edged sword there. Just
yeah,
him getting tortured,
double
where he,
standard, yeah.
yeah, double standard. It's like, no, that's messed up. I mean,
Mm.
everyone should be created equal, and they do touch on that. But then he's saying, "Don't open that shield." It's I'm not. He is bitter, which is very understandable because of what he went
Yeah.
through and getting tortured, experimented on, and basically, kind nurse declares him dead for mercy's sake, and he
Yeah.
loses everyone that he loves
He loses
apparently.
he loses
Yeah.
everyone and loses who he is and loses his history, like he said.
Yes.
And he even made a
Exactly.
point. He's like, well, I guess they've been doing that for 500 years, going back to like
Mhm.
slavery and how,
Yeah.
they weren't people, and everything they were and stood for and who they were as a people was
Mhm.
erased. It was like, you know,
Yep.
it's,
Yeah.
I like the notes that the show is hitting
Mhm.
on, and I don't know, man, maybe it helps people wake up a little bit. You know what I mean?
No.
Maybe this little
And
bit of
yeah.
a thing. So
No,
I
it,
don't know.
it does. It does hit a lot of great politics, and I do like listening to politics every now and then. I don't try to get too political with the show
For
because
sure.
a lot of touchy subjects that I don't want to offend anybody or anything. But the
Hmm.
reality is that there's so much that you can tell that we can relate to in these days and age. And it makes it more realistic. Like you said, when, for example, when Walker killed that man, you didn't expect them to show the blood on the shield and everything else, but it's
Yeah.
like there's the politician not politicians, but there's people that have blood on their hands. There's good and bad. There's like so much
Yeah.
craziness going on. And the what's that company's name, the GR something, forgot
The
the name of that.
GRC. Yeah, it's a government.
GRC, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're so when they do those political um commercials trying to help people. Now I give honorable intentions, but they're not doing that, and that's why you have the flag smashers. They're
Yeah.
the ones that are actually trying to post blip, trying to help people. But then you got these like powerful leaders that don't want to do that. They just want to send people back to where they were and say, oh, you're on your own,
Yeah.
which is messed up. And Then you have, Isaiah, who basically just went through the same thing in Vietnam.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we got your experiment, we got this, we got that. You're on your own. We declare you dead. You
Yeah.
don't have merit. You don't have history. Like you said, it's been erased, and your
Yeah.
loved ones are dead, and you're worthless. Like, and a lot of people these days have felt like that over the years, which I'm sure it's just a horrible thing. But this show really touches on that, as well as people say people are not ready for a black Captain America. I beg to differ. I think they're more than ready for
Yeah.
African American
And I
Captain
think
America.
that's the point. Is the point at the end? It's like,
Yeah,
there's no time like the present. You know what I mean? And
exactly.
I think what it's trying to say is Captain America. It doesn't matter what color your skin is. It's the man you are, and if
Exactly.
depending on the type of man you are, is what dictates whether you can hold the shield or not and represent. Because being Captain America is representing America. It's basically what it is. It's a symbol that represents America. And I think Sam, he was worried that like being black, he wouldn't be taken seriously or whatever. Or even if they'd even let him carry the mantle. But now instead of, I think, wanting acceptance, or he's just taking it upon himself now and being like, I represent the morals and values that, Americans hold to one another, and we're gonna go kick some butt.
Yeah.
So,
and then he's giving some tough love to Sam. He's trying to get his redemption, and I love Sam's character, Bucky. Sorry,
Bucky.
Sam.
Yeah, Bucky.
Yeah, Bucky. Giving it to Sam. My apologies. Excuse me. Got a little sidetracked. He give him tough love to say, look, you wanting redemption, you wanting to erase the past that you have done.
Yeah.
You've done some good on taking those bad people out of power, yes.
Yeah.
But just going back from the first episode to now in the fifth episode with that Asian man, he couldn't bring himself to tell him.
Nagasaki. I think it was Nagasaki was his name. Yeah.
He couldn't bring him to tell that he killed his son.
Yeah,
and he needs
which is the closure that he needs. It's the hardest. It's going to be hard, because they're friends now. But like they touched on it in the episode, like he's like, I'm sure there's people on that list that need to know what happened. You know what I mean? And with him, it's, whether they aren't friends afterwards or not, I think it's the right, that's the right thing to do for both of them. He may not have a friend afterwards, but he'll have that closure that he's fully redeemed himself. You know what I mean? Not just being there as a friend for the guy, but really giving him closure on his son's death and how it happened. So
it's like, if I were to give you bro advice, like, from a brother to a brother, I consider you my close friend and brother. I think Sam did the right thing to say, hey, I'm calling you out, man. Like, you need to go get closure, as well as so you can move on and be the white wolf, that you're supposed to be, as a redemption. You were on the dark side. You were the black wolf at one point, but now you could become that pure white wolf that you what everyone would love to see. And we want Sam to have that redemption, as well as fix his mistakes. And it's going to be tough, like you said, but it's like, you have to bring that element to it and do it, instead of just thinking about it so much. You just have to bite the bullet and do it. That's what I really like Sam's character, or not Sam's, Bucky's character on that. He's looking for redemption. And, I think we all can relate to that, like, at some point or another. That's the great part about the show. It touches real life situations, and including from the first episode to this episode now. It's phenomenal. That's why I love it so much. It's great.
It's great. It's a good show.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, I can't wait for the last episode. Hopefully we can see, Agent Captain, or was it, I forgot his name.
US agent. US agent. Yeah.
I'm not too familiar with him. I gotta read up on it a little more, since I appreciate you letting me know
it's not
about it.
it's not a super like popular storyline, but it's in there. It's in the MCU.
There you go.
Or in the Marvel comic world. So,
and I'm loving what Disney is going outside the box, as well as, the MCU, just being very, real with everything, just being, 100%, genuine on real life issues. Like, that's where I feel they're excelling beyond belief, especially in the MCU. Like, like you said, it flows perfectly, and the story just makes it amazing. Like
Yeah.
that's what I think they're getting outside the comfort box, and you don't see Disney or MCU do that very much, and it's unique and it makes it exciting. Like just
Yeah.
getting out of that comfort zone, as you
Yeah.
said. So
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
really
really
enjoying
looking
it.
forward to next week, man. I'm really
Oh yeah,
looking
me
forward to the
too.
finale. So
I hope they bring back that Red Wing drone because I was very, very, very upset. They destroyed that. That Red Wing drone thing is cool. I know he's a hawk, like an actual hawk in the comics, but you know what?
yeah,
Don't mess with that thing. That thing is
Falcon.
so
He's an
cool.
actual Falcon in the
Yeah,
comics.
and a
Yeah, yeah.
Falcon. Yeah, Falcon.
The
Sorry, my bad.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what the Wakandan suit is, because
Oh yeah.
Bucky bought that box from. He's like, hey, this is from Wakanda, and it's a new suit, man. It
Yeah.
is, and I think it's gonna
Um.
be the Falcon Captain America like
Oh
suit.
yeah.
It's gonna be badass.
No, dude. I
I'm looking
am.
forward to it.
I
Looking.
can't. I can't contain my excitement. I had to wear the shield today. It was like I support the Steve Rogers and the Sam and the Bucky there, and the colors, the representation of the new suit. If they do that, I'm
Yeah,
gonna just be screaming for joy.
yeah.
Like when
I'm
I
gonna be
see it,
giggly for sure. It's gonna be good.
it's
So.
gonna bring the inner child out of me for sure.
Inner
But
child. We're
no,
doing a Marvel interview right now. I think we're still children, but we go to work and we pay our bills, folks.
yep, exactly. There's no shame of being a comic book nerd or any type of nerd.
Not at all. I love it
That's the best part about being a nerd, and you can enjoy it as well as watch a nice football game on top of it.
for sure.
Yeah. But definitely would love to have you in the last episode. Definitely would love to have you back again, and we can go over all of the great details of the show. I love
For
having
sure.
you on the show, and I appreciate you being on the show with me. And we can definitely talk more comics and nerd stuff as time goes on, man. And I greatly
Sounds good,
appreciate you.
man. All right. See you guys later.
Take care, everyone. And if you did like our video, feel free to like, subscribe, and comment below. Hit up Cole, the man, the legend, the myth.
Yep. You can follow me at Instagram at Cole_Runco RUNCO. That's me
And
on
I heard you're
Instagram.
you're also gonna try and start a podcast eventually again. Is
I
that
am
correct?
I am working on it. I'm trying to get a schedule and some guests because I don't like talking by myself. You do a
Yeah.
much better job of that than me. I need somebody to talk to. So
Yeah.
trying to get some guests lined up, and obviously I think I'm gonna break it down into seasons, but who knows? But
Yeah.
obviously the first season,
Mhm.
it's just gonna basically be me, some friends, and we basically just drink beer and talk about everything because
There you
we're
go.
bored and we got nothing else to do. So
Well, I'd love to be
we'll see.
one of
We'll
those
see.
guests down the road.
Oh, for sure. You're
Yeah,
gonna be
man.
you're gonna be my YouTube star guest. So
Sweet. I'm all
yeah.
for it. And like I said, definitely follow him. Definitely follow the YouTube channel. You can find my Instagram as well as my Facebook, John Spears 1554 for Instagram, and then John Spears, obviously, if you're able to find it. I'm still working on the little glitches here and there, but you can follow my YouTube channel, and would definitely love to hear your feedback, as well as we love to interact with our fans here. So please feel
Yep.
free to like and subscribe and comment below. Take care, everyone. Cole, always a pleasure.
See you, man.
See ya. Take care.